I apologize for the creepy start, but there's the thumbnail. Interesting cover, isn't it? Very interesting cover. I don't know what to make of it. I think about a dartboard or like a target with the green and red and the black circles, and then that type of symbol being over the eyes of everyone. They're seeing targets, or everyone looks like a target. I don't know, but an interesting cover nonetheless. Makes me think. Makes me just stop, wonder a bit. Which, there's a lot of different ways to have a good cover. Sometimes it's just kick-ass cover art. Sometimes it's sleek and cool and minimalistic and just looks awesome in terms of design. Sometimes it's just odd, but odd in a way that it just says, hey, stop for a second. Just let that simmer in the brain, you know? Cheat codes. Danger Mouse, Black Thought. This one has been recommended a lot. This one came up. This came out end of August 22. And I started doing new releases at the start of 23. So people are saying, hey, Bobby, you should really check out this Cheat Codes album. It's really good. And it's new. And I'm getting a little less concerned with landing in the new window. There's been a couple albums I've listened to a couple weeks after they've come out, and it's fine. Like on one hand, it is fun, and sometimes it seems important to react to an album the day it releases, because that's when everyone's talking about it, and that's all the buzz and all that stuff. But at the same time, I'm kind of like not that interested in chasing the buzz. Like, it just feels like every week it's new buzz about this and about that and about this, and then the thing that everyone was so excited about a week ago or 2 weeks ago disappears completely. And I don't like operating in that space. I'm not really that interested in that. So I don't know. There's going to be a little bit of change coming to the channel here next year. I'll talk about that later this year. But all that to say, kind of missed out on this one, but here we are. Love all the praise that I've seen going into this album, so I'm very interested. I know Doom's on here. I've heard the song Belize. I've heard it twice, I think. We were doing a thing like a year ago. It was like a community playlist thing. It was like in the format of an aux battle. And so I've heard that song. I haven't listened to that song since then. That was about a year ago, but I remember loving it. I remember this like incredible horn or something that comes in through the background or something. So I'm familiar with it, but it's been a while since I've heard it, so it'll still be semi-new. I don't remember a single word from the lyrics. I didn't have the lyrics up when I was doing the little aux battle community playlist thing. There's a bunch of videos, but a lot of them look like visualizers, so I think I'm only going to do 2 music video reactions, because I only found 2 official videos, and well, actually I found 6 official videos, but of the 6, only 2 looked like they were kind of actually a video rather than just a cool visualizer. That's Patreon only. Patreon's $2. You can listen to MP3, no ads, no cuts. You can get on Discord. I haven't been on Discord lately. I've been stepping away a lot from Discord, I've just been pushing back, like pushing away, giving myself space, which has been good for me. A little tired. Been a busy week at work. Busy week, that's a good problem to have, but sometimes it is a problem, right? Just a little tired. But this album comes in at 38 minutes, 12 tracks. Let's jump in, man. I'm excited. Something that was fun today was my son was asking me to listen to. I was like, oh, it's in Cheat Codes. Let's tell him about the Doom feature, and he's got to check out that song. And he's like, oh, Danger Mouse, he's done stuff with Doom before too. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. And I clicked on Danger Mouse, and it came up, what is it, The Mouse and the Mask or something like that. And he had been listening to that album on his own. The Mouse and the, or what's it called? Behind the, I don't remember. Behind the Mouse and the Mask. I think it's just Mouse and the Mouse. Yeah, Mouse and the Mask. So anyway, going to be hearing Danger Mouse for the first time, and of course Doom with him. So expect a reaction to that at some point, that album, hopefully someday. Everything I want to react to, it's all hopefully someday. All right, let's drop in. Track 1's called Sometimes. A look at the run times. The longest song is 4.5 minutes, and that's the one with a bunch of features, so it kind of makes sense, like everybody gets their verse. But really, a lot of these songs, 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes, so quick little jams, which is cool. I'm into that. Anyway, producer is Danger Mouse, the only producer. Black Thought looks like is going to be the only person rapping on it. No features listed. So let's drop in. First time listening to Cheat Codes by Danger Mouse and Black Thought. Track 1, Sometimes. Nice little fade in here. Oh yeah. I wonder what that sample's from.
Prisoners of Azkaban, thinking of a master plan. Images of grandeur by Jamel Shabazz, Dapper Dan. Clap your hands whether you in Patterson or Pakistan. Richard Wright, black boy that grew into a blacker man. Early African or European,
Black Thought,
which was
it's
more
kind of low.
The visions vary, this shit is scary. Inform your team. My dignitary consigliere is Noradine. My skin tone is aubergine. I'm a war machine. Sinner who's casted all the stones. He commands, but with the home team advantage.
This is weird. Like, I like the production, I like the sample, but I can barely hear Black Thought. Like, I'm straining to hear. I wonder if that's on purpose. Let's keep going, and then we'll go through the lyrics. And I don't know, maybe it's kind of throwing me off. The first minute, this is throwing me off just a little bit. Let me back up a smidge here.
They vanish like Atlantis, come to find out they've been banished for frauding for the cameras and abandoning their manners for lies that intertwine like a violet vine. I threw the rhyme book straight into the fire this time.
I threw the rhyme book straight into the fire this time. Interesting production. I'm assuming it's a sample, but it doesn't play like a sample. It doesn't sound like it sounds like a sample, but at the same time, the way it's utilized, it doesn't sound like a chopped sample. Maybe it's not a sample. Maybe it's just straight up beat. That's fun. Huh. So that was an interesting experience there. That was kind of a tough listen because I was literally turning my volume knob, trying to adjust. I was just like, without even realizing it, I was turning the volume knob to try and change the balance levels. I could barely hear Black Thought, and I kind of feel bad because that was like not a great reaction, although in a sense that was the perfect reaction, right? Because I was trying so hard to hear him. I was like trying to hear through the production to actually hear Black Thought. So that was rough. I did see a comment, I post up on Twitter the cover, right, of what I'm going to listen to. And somebody said that the mixing is ass. So I hope it's not like this the whole way through. Well, whatever. I know Belize is not terribly mixed. I love that one. All right, let's read some lyrics here. Quick little verse. Good little opener. Neat. That one gets a heart. That one gets a heart. Despite the mixing, maybe I'll just get used to it. Maybe also, I'm going to put this idea out here before I read lyrics of, maybe he's supposed to sound like he's in the background. Maybe he's supposed to sound suppressed or distant or overshadowed or something like that. So let's have that idea as we read lyrics. Prisoners of... I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, it's Harry Potter? Oh, I thought it was some, religion or something. I had no idea. Okay. Prisoners of Azkaban, whatever. Thinking of a master plan. In the world of Harry Potter, it's a fortress on an island. I don't know shit about Harry Potter. My son and my wife read all the books. They've watched the movies multiple times. I don't care about Harry Potter. I don't pay attention. It serves as the magical community of Great Britain as a prison for convicted criminals. It's inspired by Alcatraz. Okay. So prisoners of that, thinking of a master plan, images of grandeur by Jamal Shabazz. I don't know who Dapper Dan is either. Revolutionary photographer is Jamal. Dapper Dan is a fashion designer. Okay, clap your hands whether you're in Patterson or Pakistan. Richard Wright, the black boy who grew into a black man. Who's that? What's a book? Okay. Early African or European, which one was more supreme? The visions vary. This shit gets scary. Inform your team. Well said follow-up there. My dignitary consigliere is Noradine. Who the hell's Noradine? Oh, this is amazing. Reggae singer. Okay. My skin tone is Aberdeen. I'm a war machine. A sinner. I liked this part a lot. A sinner who's casted all the stones he can manage. I really like that. Casted all the stones he can manage. But the reason why I like that so much is it kind of puts a visual spin on the saying, but also think about the idea of if you're casting a stone, right? You're essentially the idea of casting a stone at someone is, or there's the other saying, don't throw stones in a glass house. The whole idea is don't criticize people for doing the things that you also do. So when you put this thing of all the stones I can manage, that means what a great way of, I'm going to criticize somebody for the things that you do. Yeah, I do it too, but I can handle it. But also, there's something that's unsaid in that I'm not going to cast the stones of the shit I'm not able to manage. So I'm doing all these things where I'm screwing up and I really can't manage it. And it's going so poorly trying to manage this issue or that issue. I got no room to criticize the other person who's also struggling with that thing. So what a great line. Really, really like that line. Casted all the stones he can manage. But with a home team advantage, most people don't see the damage. I like that too. It's almost like people like me, so they don't even really pay attention to the fact that I'm being a hypocrite about the stones that I'm throwing here, the criticisms that I'm making. Everyone's just like, yeah, you're cool. We'll let you get away with it. That's great. Great right there. Guess I'm going to need a bandage if we plan to be companions. Drum solos from the hammers. Be mimicking speaking Spanish. I guess maybe the way the drum roll, that type of, or just the idea of a drum roll and rolling your R's when speaking Spanish. They vanish like Atlantis. Come to find out they've been banished, performing for the cameras and abandoning their manners. For lives that intertwine like a violent vine. I threw the rhyme book straight into the fire this time. I'm thinking. Cool. Kind of wish I could have heard it in the song. Let's move on to track 2. Hopefully track 2 is a little bit more balanced out between production and vocals. It's called Cheat Code. I got so confused. It's called Cheat Codes. But I was like, no, that's the name of the album. Yeah, brain. Sometimes there's these things called self-titled tracks where there's the title of the album and the song. Oh, right. Sure. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Track 2 is Cheat Codes. Oh, that was cool.
Young Gunners in beast mode, K9T show, cheat code, playing with unlimited free throws, playing their feet, move faster than a caprice stroke. When they run in the strip like the women in peep shows, pay the price, gamble with your life like Pete Rose. Bust a move, paper bubble like Voom Clicos. Who got the streets of Philly flooded like Puerto Rico's? You get McNabb like Donovan. Theologians point to the trap house that got us in. Born take his name in vain like a phlebotomist. I'm the one to tell you what time it is.
Nice breakdown in the production here.
It's hot as a pot of grits. That's not a myth. Blackness is not a monolith. A lot of niggas probably gotta see psychologists. That's appealing. But grab your kids and shield them.
I love when he breaks down the
mantras, man, it's not the faint. When shit ain't for the faint of heart. The rated R. Everybody risk got razor marks and projects. Township favelas and trailer parks. The way been alive. Better head
he
for
just
the
keeps
church
going too.
Synagogue. Chasing Grim Reaper with inside. You better get the cheat code and get recode, nigga. Bad credit, get your shit repo. Listen.
Wow. That was a banger too, man. That was a banger. Nice little play out here. We're off to a great start, friends. We're off to a great start. I love how there's no chorus. Just fucking verse. Just crush a verse. Done. Fucking cool, man. Like, song structure's great, and it's neat to see how some people do different things. They have these long bridges or this interlude, or they just bang through verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus type of thing. Sometimes you just don't need any of that, right? Put out a beat. I'm going to lay down my verse. Done. And the reason why I like that, or any variation, honestly, is as long as you're serving the song. You know, now he says 2:15. That's the length of the song. Spotify says 2:14. I think they're being a little stingy with that last second there. Probably trying to not pay out another 0.0001 cents, right, for that play. We'll shave a second off. Save that CEO another $250,000, right? I don't know. I'm just being ridiculous. But I love when serve your song. It doesn't need to be long. Well, I'm sure record execs and shit will argue that. But yeah, serve the song. You can make a song that's 90 seconds. You can make a song that's 9 minutes. As long as it is supposed to do that. As long as its function is being fulfilled in that duration of time. Let's go through more lyrics. Young Gunners in Beast Mode, Canine Teeth Show. I noticed the vocals were a little better on this one. I could hear them a little easier. Cheat code playing with unlimited free throws. Playing their feet move faster than a Capri stroll. I don't know what the fuck that means. What's a Capri stroll? The Capri is a 7K trail with many ups and downs. Oh, a lot of fast stepping to be done. Indeed. Okay. There we go. Learned something today. Yeah, the Capri stroll. Where they run on the strip like the women in peep shows, pay the price, gamble with your life like Pete Rose, legendary thing there, right? Pete Rose, baseball player, gambling on the games, got busted for it. Which was strange to me because I guess you would know. Like, just because you're playing the game, doesn't, especially baseball, right? Like, I feel like you don't have a huge, well, I guess if you're on defense. Anyway, whatever. Bust a move, paper bubble like, I don't know. Who got the streets of Philly flooded like Puerto Rico's? What's that about? Black Thought brings up the damaging floods that occurred in Puerto Rico. Yeah, sure. Black Thought may be linking the damaging floods to the floods of trouble in Philly. Oh, sure. Explaining that there's immense street violence damaging areas. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Where was I? It moved. There we go. Something about Donovan McNabb, right? You get McNabb like Donovan, quarterback for the Eagles. Theologians point to the trap house that God is in. Theologians. Yeah. Why am I not pronouncing it? I feel like theologian. The I in here. I thought it was theologian. Yeah, anyway. My brain is fried already, right? We're 2 songs in. It's just from this previous work week. Go on, take his name in vain, like a phlebotomist. This is the play on words in reference to the common phrase from the Christian Bible, you shall not take the Lord, your God in vain, the name of the Lord in vain. Black Thought is making a pun here with the words vain and phlebotomist, meaning one who practices the drawing of blood. Okay, that makes sense. I'm the one that tell you what time it is, never been into selling you promises. It's hot as a pot of grits. That's not a myth. Blackness is not a monolith. A lot of people probably gotta see psychologists to understand why we wallowing where the bottom is, and common sense isn't what they're teaching in colleges. I feel like that's a good little dig at the educational system, or what do you call it? Higher education. Shit's real when you done lost your last feeling. Then bounce back off the glass ceiling. Back to stealing, to Xanax and smack dealing. That's appealing. Go grab your kids and shield them. Where hustling became an art, the mantra is managed, not defanged. Where shit ain't for the faint of heart. The rated R, everybody's wrists got razor marks. Jesus, man. In projects, township favelas, and trailer parks, the wave been a vibe. And I wonder if he's talking about the flood of violence, the wave. Been a vibe. Better head for church, mosque, or synagogue. Chase the grim reefer with hennicide. So coping mechanisms, drugs and alcohol to deal with all this shit. We need it like a hole in the head, thorn in his side. That's the reference. That's Jesus, right? On the cross, right? During his crucifixion, Jesus has a crown of thorns on his head and was stabbed in the side. Yeah. So it wasn't a thorn. What's the thorn in my side? Maybe that's just a phrase. It all takes its toll in the end. Strong people die, made figures whose name became king, or became fathers and this line, or became fathers and sons, facing the same thing. In the hood, mouthful of blood, tasting the same sting. Playing the game, trying hard to hang by the same string. Better get cheat code or get recode. Bad credit, get your shit repoed. Huh. Cool song. I feel like I'm kind of missing something. Like he's speaking to, I suppose, the state of the inner city, and it seems like he's speaking to the cyclical nature of what's happening there. And it seems like he's saying people aren't people don't get it. You don't get it. But maybe that's all he's saying. I guess really what's throwing me off a little bit is I like it when artists, when they call out a certain thing, but then they also kind of offer up a guide, a way out, or an idea, or something like that. Here it's just kind of calling people out, and that's about it. But that's okay. That's not like a bad thing or a problem. But there we go. All right, let's move on to track 3. Hopefully I can get my brain to work. That would be nice too, huh? Not fumbling my words and getting confused and pronouncing things correctly. One can dream. Track 3 is called The Darkest Part. It's featuring Raekwon and Kid's sister. Producer is Danger Mouse. Dropping into track 3. Did it start playing? I don't think so. Here we go. Oh, yeah. I like the chop. Right there. That's great. That's great. On the piano.
Yeah, I'm like Thelonious at the underground piano. Dressed in camo, the grenades, guns, and ammo. Left the sample, send them a bouquet and a candle. I came to take back that other 2/5 of a man's soul. From a silhouette standing in the aperture to a figurehead standing in the
He's doing a lot with the production.
Young gorilla just scrambling for Africa. Prepped and will accept nothing but a massacre. Premonition and intuition is a bitch. Got a message from the heavens, all it said is to resist. Keep it brief like an elevator pitch. A delegator switch, cause the spirit is a snitch in America.
I really like how much variation is existing in the beat structure. It isn't just a chop and a loop and just looping the sample at the chop. Like he's putting different sound layers and like bringing it up and bringing it down and shifting it around a little bit. So the production is really interesting. It's fun to listen to. Lots to just hear. And then too, I noticed the drums. They've got like this, like, I don't know, I kind of want like an echoey, just a cool sound on the drum itself too.
The deeper the breath, the louder the scream. I cower between the two monsters out of my dream. A Cadillac, a limousine, an anti-nigger machine. And if I wake up alive, I bet they won't come clean. Umpteen times, the warning signs went unseen. To me, they've done something. They tried to clip my wings, but not before I understood how any cage bird sings. The soul was something before we became earthlings. Freedom is better than heroin, morphine, or methadone. They force feed their fears into our flesh and bone. Inside of my confessional, I decompress alone. I'm more skeptical of following the metronome. I guess technically I'm on another echelon. It just gets to me the way they lay the pressure on. It ain't an easy odyssey for you to follow me. We do kinesiology with no apology.
Jesus. That's one of the best verses I've heard in a long time. That was fucking fire, that verse. That shit was awesome.
Louis Ritchie, the drummer. Thoughts from the blackboard, boy, Mama Coy. See the numbers, stay maxing and relaxing. Chuck Jury in
Great song.
2027
Great beat.
I seen the stunners getting busy on the bridge. Headed out fleeing, yo, dope damn. To stop wasting time, take some shine.
Don't give it away. There's a song, I forget which song it is by Rage Against the Machine. Is it Wake Up? I can't remember. Anyway, when you listen to the live version, the recorded version, the studio version, you can barely hear him say it. But on the live version, he it's very loud, so you can hear it. But he says, "Your anger is a gift." And when you think of the context of Rage Against the Machine and the lyrics that they have, like, it's a gift. Be furious. Use that energy. Use that anger, you know? So this whole, though they say they'll take your pain, don't give it away. I think of it's kind of a distant parallel, but I feel like there's a parallel there of your anger is a gift. But this, so, okay, brain, just fucking one thing at a time, brain, okay? So one idea I'll spit out there, you know, my slight criticism of cheat codes, cheat codes being, I would have liked to have heard, rather than just calling people out for what they're doing and the cyclical nature and the flood of violence, you know, let's hear like, you know, some idea or something to help get out. But I feel like this is a continuation of that. And, and there's no gap between the tracks. They just go bam, bam, right into each other. So I feel like the darkest part is an extension of cheat codes, or at least closely attached to it. So I like that this song comes right after that, basically. Let's go through this fucking, what was it? The second verse, holy shit, was so good. But we're going to go through all of them. We're going to go through the whole fucking song because I love it. Shine the light into the darkest part of me. All around you, find the one thing they can't see. Though they say they'll take your pain, don't give it away. So I feel like this is them. They shine the light into the darkest part of me. All around you, they find, they find the one thing they can't see. But I mean, I'm adding some words here, I know. Though they say they'll take your pain away, don't give it away. We'll go through the lyrics, but like the impression I'm getting is just preying on your weakness. And I feel like it's hinting at the music industry in general, especially that second verse. But let's go to it. I'm like Thelonious at the underground piano. I don't know who the fuck that is. Famous cover of the album, Thelonious Monk's album Underground. Oh, okay. Dressed in camo, the grenades, guns, and ammo, death to Sambo. Send him a banquet and a candle. I don't know that was. I came back to take back the other 2/5 of a man. Oh, is this because slaves were considered 3/5 of a man? Isn't that the thing? It's pricey. I was talking about the so-called 3/5 compromise agreement made about the inclusion of slaves in the calculation of a population in 1787. Jesus Christ. Like, slavery is terrible. The idea of it, and look, I mean, I know American history is fucking, its pages are filled with blood because of slavery, but it didn't only happen in America. Like the fact that slavery was ever a thing anywhere is awful to begin with. And the idea of a person owning multiple other people and treating them like property is obviously terrible. But it's like one of those things where it's so awful, it doesn't like register. It's like the idea of, the nuclear bombs going off in Japan, or when we firebombed Tokyo and killed actually more people in Tokyo than we did with the nuclear bombs. It just like, oh yeah, that's terrible, because I can't like fucking put my head around. But then every now and then when something like this comes up and you read a reference to, oh yeah, the leaders of government for the country got together to establish a compromise on slaves and how they should be counted as population, because they're not actual people, they're property, but they are people, I guess, technically. Like, that is just fucking mind-blowing. It's infuriating. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I'm kind of losing my shit right now. These are people who thought they were civilized, intelligent, and actually, a lot of them were pretty intelligent. They were educated. A lot of them were very well educated, and that's the compromise they came up with. That's what fucking made sense to them. We'll count them as 3/5. What the fuck, man? I'm kind of glad I said the thing about rage to begin with, because I didn't know I was going to get this mad right now. Ah, Jesus, I'm kind of like boiling. I'm kind of boiling over right now a little bit. Fuck. God damn it. So let's hear what Black Thought has to say. Let's channel that energy, right? I came back. I came to take back the other 2/5 of a man. So from a silhouette standing in the aperture to a figurehead standing in the path of a killer. Young gorilla just scrambling for Africa. Crept and will accept nothing but a massacre. Premonition of intuition is a bitch. Got a message from the heavens. All it said is to resist. Keep it brief like an elevator pitch. I didn't understand this part. An elevator pitch is a way to summarize an idea. Oh, okay. So like you're in the elevator with the executive and you have until he gets to his floor to pitch him your idea. I get it. That makes sense. Or delegate will switch because the spirit is a snitch. In America, the rich love to wear it on their wrist. They call the shots. They don't wear it on their lip. Jingling of the chains. I can still hear it on the ship. So let's talk about the slave ships, obviously. I would love an annotation on this. The rich love to wear it on their wrist. Because my inclination is to think of expensive jewelry, but that's pretty prominent in hip-hop too. So I feel like he's not talking about hip-hop artists here. I feel like he's talking about the wealthy, the elite, the ruling class type of thing. So what the fuck are they wearing on their wrist? One hand loads the clip, feel the rubber on the grip. Me and my reflection sending one another on a trip. That's kind of neat. I'm under 21 and bent. Now you know what punishment. Listen. It ain't an easy odyssey for you to follow me. We do, I don't know this word. I can't. He's using some fancy words. Is a study of bodily movement. Okay. All right. Let's go into verse 2. This shit was incredible. The deeper the breath, the louder the scream. I mean, there's something about that. I can just feel that. Because when you're going to scream, like, especially if it's intentional, when you're breathing in and you're like loading that shit up, and there's, even though it's a short thing, you can physically feel yourself getting ready to unleash. So I love that line. I cower between the two monsters out of my dream, a Cadillac, a limousine, an anti-black person machine. That's amazing too. Like the two monsters out of my dream. Basically, the trap of selling out to essentially this ruling class. I'm assuming. Let's keep going. I shouldn't speak too much on this yet. And if I wake up alive, I bet they won't come clean. What is? Let's click this. Let's click this here. Oh, this is an interpolation of Chuck D's line from Public Enemy, Black Steel in an Hour of Chaos. This is what I mean, an anti-black person machine. If I come out alive, they won't come clean. The machine that both references America and its ongoing practice of systemically devaluing black life. Yeah. Wake up and come out. There is no hope or belief. Okay, well, okay. Umpteen times, the warning signs went unseen. To me, they done something. They tried to clip my wings, but not before I understood how any caged bird sings. The soul was something before we became earthlings. Freedom is better than heroin, morphine, and methadone. They force feed their fears, into our flesh and bone. Fucking beautiful. Inside of my confessional, I decompress alone. I'm more skeptical of following the metronome. I guess technically I'm on another echelon. It just gets to me the way they lay the pressure on. It ain't an easy odyssey for you to follow me. We do get this with no apology. My bias wants me to just go anti-music industry, but I feel like it's beyond that. It feels more of like the American dream type of a thing. There was a thing I saw Reddit recently. I don't know when the fuck if I talked about this. Anyway, it was just really well said thing of it. If I don't remember exactly what it was, but it feels more like people aren't trying to fix the problems anymore. They're just trying to make enough money so the problems don't apply to them. And that idea really got my gears going. And it was like, fuck, man, it kind of feels like that, doesn't it? Especially when you have this, this hustle, the grind set, you got to make it, got to get that bag. And why is that? Because it just feels like the water level is rising. It's the only way to we can't stop the level from rising. So the only way we can do it is just to climb higher and higher and higher, outpace it so it doesn't reach us. And so I take that idea and I feed this into this verse, this idea of I cower between the two monsters out of my dream, a Cadillac and a limousine. And what does that actually mean? I mean, what if he's cowering from these two monsters because the idea is they're trying to turn me into a caged bird. They're trying to make me sing. They're trying to clip my wings. What if the idea there is, hey, we're going to give you this money. We're going to give you all these things, all these nice things that you want, all these things that you don't have, all this money, all this, but you just can't say this. You can't say that. You can say these things. We'll promote this type of album, but don't say that. Don't do this. Don't put these ideas into their heads. That kind of a thing. That's the impression I get. And I feel like, in that context of what I just said, I'm diving into the music industry specifically, but I feel like that kind of applies to the country as a whole. Think about, people getting demonetized on YouTube because advertisers don't like what you're saying. Did you say fuck? Oh, that hurts our brand. Oh, don't say. I mean, that's a kind of ridiculous thing, right? I hate advertisers, so I like to complain about them when I get the chance. But the phrase "sell out" gets tossed around so much, but there's a lot of like sinister undertones and sneaky ways to sell out. It's not this obvious thing of, hell, I don't even know what it means to me, honestly, where, oh, I'm going to start making pop songs now because I make more money, and people go, oh, that person sold out. No. That's just like a generic version. That's not the sinister version. The sinister version is like, what do we hear? We found out recently, like Russia had this financial campaign of right-wing conservative influencers and was like paying them, I don't know, money or what, who fucking knows. But the idea of you're going to compromise what you believe in, your own morals, your own values, whatever, in exchange for money. And there's sneaky ways that can happen. That fucking verse is incredible. This is oh my God, I love this verse. Like, print it out. Like, put it up on the wall and just read it. Like, that should be a motivational poster right there. Fuck these stupid corporate motivational posters. I feel sorry for Raekwon because I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I don't care. No, Black Thought won. Well, I don't care what you have to say, but we're going to go through it. Boy grown, hands like Roy Jones. It's the boxer. King Tut bracelet on, encrusted, flooded in stones. Hardest and the sharpest merge like 3-bedroom apartments. Pick one room, they all boom. Let me start this. I don't know why you said this. It's funny to me. It made me laugh. My art retarded, kids. The arsonist and ostrich. The moon is the part we've been partnership. I don't really understand what he's getting at here. Say no other. We the Jungle Brothers out in Kenya. How we did in December, loading them cartridges. The lines and nines. I don't really know what he's talking about here. Anyway, whatever. Black Thought fucking crushed it. Jesus. Half hour in, for 40 minutes in for 3 songs. All right. Quick. It'll be a quick album. Track 4 is called No Gold Teeth. Danger Mouse is producer. Drop it in. Track 4. Funky. Very funky.
Wind at my face, hand at my heels. At the end, I'm winning this race. Only thinking I chill with children. Don't ever try to stagnate the magnate. When it's money on the line, never make the bag wait. I just add weight to the bag until the bag break. That holy swag make the cash get the gas face. In the first place, I got no motherfucking business coming in last place. My birthplace taught me not to stop. I'm more fast than my classmates. I came into the game on a fast break, and I'm gang like Billy Bathgate. The protagonist.
This is killer production. This is a great song.
I can't stop. If I don't work, then I won't eat. Time keeps running like a river, it don't cease. In the mind of a super nigga, it's no peace. Can't stop running like I'm ducking from police. Stop. Coolie how they try and do me like coaches. The flow so obese, it's bringing a slow lead. I keep a crowd satisfied, bringing them cold heat. I'm gratified. You know them cameras is gon' see. My hammers ain't for brandishing. If cannons is on me, please. You ain't fucking with no amateurs, homie. Philly ain't known for cheesesteak sandwiches only. Stop, yo. I'm at the
I
top
love
of
that
this
sample
only.
cut
I
in there
got
like that.
everybody mean mugging like Nick Nolte, but nah, I won't stop.
This
won't
song is
drop,
fucking
won't
amazing.
retire. I am my own supplier, selling
Oh my
goods
God.
to the buyer, the torch.
God, that was a banger. Absolute banger. I love this. God damn. That was great. I kind of like these wind down sounds too that they do. Let's go through this. Hopefully I won't spend an hour on this one, right? Wind in my face, hound at my heels. At the end, I'm winning this race. Only then can I chill. But till then, don't ever try to stagnate the magnate. When it's money on the line, never make the bag wait. I just said wait to the bag until the bag break. That holy swag make the cash get the gas face. What's the gas face? I don't get that. What's gas face? To make a gas face is to disrespect or mock someone via your facial expression. Oh. A phrase made popular by third base is the gas face. Huh. Okay. In the context of these lines, the literal cash that gets the gas face is set against the figurative verbal prowess that Black Thought exhibits as an elite MC. I kind of like this part. It's a little cheesy, but I kind of like it anyway. In the first place, got no motherfucking business coming in last place. My birthplace taught me not to stop. And then that sample cut came in there perfect. Oh, it was great. I'm more advanced than my classmates. I came into the game on a fast break. Cool little reference there. And I'm gang like Billy Bathgate. Who's Billy Bathgate? Gangster movie set. Oh, in the 1930s. I've never seen that. 1991 movie. Huh, okay. The protagonist, and I narrate in the same slang that Philly has. I can't stop. If I don't work, then I won't eat. Time keeps running like a river. It don't cease. In the mind of a super person, it's no peace. Can't stop running like I'm ducking for police. Stop, coolie high. They try to do me like Cochise. Cochise Moore's the protagonist. I haven't seen this movie either. Cochise is killed and his body found by his friend, who uses his friend's death as motivation to leave his hometown. Okay. The flow so obese. Obese, I like that. It's springing a slow leak. I keep a crowd satisfied, bring them cold heat. I'm gratified winning, bling bling, and no gold teeth. Stop, you know, when the camera's gonna see. My hammers ain't for brandishing if the cannons is on me. I ain't fuck with no amateurs, homie. Philly ain't known for cheesesteak sandwiches only. I'm at the top where it's lonely. I've got everybody mean mugging like Nick Nolte. I actually know that reference. But nah, I won't stop, won't drop, won't retire. I am my own supplier, selling goods to the buyer. The torch to the eye of the storm that's on fire. The native translator, each John, chart higher. I don't understand that one. Like a joint, I don't know. That's a combination of words right there. I wonder if it's like a Philly slang that I'm not familiar with. They requested my IG. I replied, deny. Tell me I'm in the top 3. They ain't never lied. Stop through in that pecking to Paris. What a ride. It's like a car? The car was named after the 1907 rally. Oh, it's a rally. Okay. The car's 2 to 5's a door. Suicide. Testing the thought will be your suicide. Huh. Cool. Cool. I really like the beat structure on that. That was a great track. We're 4 for 4. No surprise. 4 for 4. Track 5 is called Because. It's featuring Joey Badass. We got Russ and I'm gonna say Dylon. It's probably Dylan, but I'm gonna say Dylon Cartledge and the producer's Danger Mouse. Dropping in track 5 Because. Danger Mouse is fucking killing it. Oh my god.
I'm from with too many lives, 25 years or fewer. Nothing we receive is brand new, it's just newer. While brothers drop down to their knees and make doer. Popsicles sticks race down the curb into the sewer. The next American hangman, sketched in crayon. Gangland, all the facade that you can spray on. Killing birds with one stone is what we stay on. Wingspan never too wide for you to play on. The ways never cease to amaze or inspire. Illiterate, the signature's been forged to fire.
This is fucking great. This is great.
We took shoestrings, lemon drops, and chips from the deli. Knocked them out the box with spinning tops and skelly. Do it, you'll get to it what Mr. Womack would tell me. I was locked by Sully Red nigga Low Machiavelli. This inheritance was negative. Beverage is the devil's piss. State's evidence. Give us anything instead of this drama. In the mirror like Yayoi Kusama had me turn into Muhammad to Buddha to Dalai Lama. We all scheming, savages ain't vegan. What the fuck is love? Don't need a reason to die. We die just because.
God damn. Oh my god. Fucking Black Thought was not joking or kidding around when he said I threw the rhyme book into the fire. Holy shit, man. What I mean is I've seen everything that's under the sun. People below the poverty line live under the gun. We're all scheming. Savages ain't vegan. What the fuck is love? Don't need a reason to die. We die just because. God damn. That is fucking fire. Who is this in the mirror of whoever? Who is this person? That person has been making infinity mirrors for over 50 years. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this inheritance was negative. Beverage is the devil's piss. I don't understand that one. State's evidence. Give us anything instead of this drama in the mirror like Yayoi Kusama had me turn into Muhammad to Buddha to Dalai Lama. So basically this idea of just turning to any, it's almost like a search for any God that will listen. I'm going to turn to you and you and you and you. I'm praying for anybody, anything, anybody. And then this question, if I would snatch a shoulder bag from somebody's mama, am I cancerous? Can't discuss what the short answer was. Hungriest ones take the money and run, sometimes simultaneously taking one of your lungs. Like if you get shot. Fucking Black Thought is just amazing. Amazing. Holy shit. Let's keep going. God damn, this is incredible. Curious to see what Joey has to say.
I was on 34 cruising through Medina. I was just in New York before I had the Nina. I had to snap back with the Tisa. Practicing my ollie, I could hardly get my feet up. Had to hit the staircase just to roll the reefer. Now I'm smoking big cohibas out in Costa Rica like Portofino. Having flashbacks, niggas getting clapped at in front of cleaners on 34th Street, and to this day it haunts me.
Yeah, my girl told me I should watch my tongue. My skin gets red too easy. She don't wanna change her name like Washington. Wonders where I got it from. My parents' marriage was a toxic one. Oh well, I'm about to cop a gun. Hope I got to use it. It'll help blow up the music. I know something slightly off with me. Drama is therapeutic. Ego hates feeling futile. Sometimes I move without scruples, like having Mrs. Perfect with me and still chasing approval from other women. I'm a glutton. I can't run from who I become. Dad's around the corner. Haven't seen him in like 3 months. We don't speak much. I don't handle balance well. Got a fragile shell. My money split the king and queen up. Then the castle fell. The tension in the air is still crisp. Sometimes I wish this game was over like I'm Lil Flip. Sometimes I'm wishing that my brain came with a kill switch. I don't vacation, dog. I guilt trip.
God damn.
Yeah.
God damn, man. Wow. Is it okay if I just sit here and say holy shit for about 30 seconds straight? Holy shit, you guys. I love this verse. Russ, I love this verse. My girl told me I should watch my tongue. My skin gets red too easy. I don't understand the change your name like Washington. What's this mean? Oh, Redskins. Washington Redskins. Oh, my God. Fucking... that was good. That was good. So, sometimes I overthink things, you guys. Sometimes the answer is literally right there in front of me, like skin and red. And I go, What's this mean? Anyway. Wonders where I got it from. My parents' marriage was a toxic one. Oh well, I'm about to cop a gun. Hope I get to use it. It'll help blow up the music. I know something's slightly off with me. Drama is therapeutic. I love this statement. I love that he allows himself to make this statement. I feel like more people should make this statement. Ego hates feeling futile. Sometimes I move without scruples, like having Mrs. Perfect with me and still chasing approval from other women. I'm a glutton. I can't run from who I become. That shit is incredible. Dad's around the corner. Haven't seen him in like 3 months. We don't speak much. I don't handle balance well. I got a fragile shell. My money split the king and queen up, then the castle fell. God damn, that's so well said right there. The tension in the air is still crisp. Sometimes I wish this game was over, like I'm Lil Flip. I don't know who that is. Maybe that's the whole point. Sometimes I'm wishing that my brain came with a kill switch. I don't vacation, dog. I guilt trip. Fuck, I feel that right there. I wish I had a kill switch in my brain. Sometimes, man, it's just like, this is a reason why I've just been spending less time just trying to spend less time online, because fucking brain won't stop. It won't shut up. And actually, it's helped. And I hate to add to the choir of people that say, you should spend less time on social media, because we hear it all the time. But it's true. It's true. It has helped. Being offline more has helped. I feel better. Sometimes I wish my brain came with a kill switch. God. That was a fucking kick-ass song. Great production. Great lyrics. Oh, my God. I feel sorry for Joey. Like, we're like top tier lyrics right now. And so, like, I'm having so much fun processing shit and taking it in. But then I get to these other guys like, sorry, I got no time for you right now. I want to go back to the first verse. Black Thought. I'm from where too many lives, 25 years or fewer. Never thought we'd make it to 25, or we weren't supposed to make it to 25 or something, whatever that, I forget how the Kanye line goes. Nothing we receive is brand new, it's just newer. While brothers drop down to their knees and make do, I like that, they make do. This I didn't understand. Popsicle sticks race down the curb into the sewer. Is that like, that's the only way you only have popsicle sticks to play with? Is it like a little race where you drop the sticks into the water to see who's going to win or something? I don't know. I have no idea. The next American hangman sketched in crayon. What is that about? Oh, the cover of Game Theory. Interesting. Here, I'll slide this over so you guys can see. Those of you who are watching at home, there's the annotation with the cover of The Roots Game Theory there. Okay, there we go. All right. Nice little show and tell session there. Gangland, all the facade that you can spray on. So all the graffiti and stuff. Killing birds with one stone is what we stay on. And I feel like that's a play off of two birds with one stone. But it doesn't specify the number of birds, so that's kind of interesting. Wingspan never too wide for you to prey on. The ways never cease to amaze or inspire. Illiterate. The signature has been forged in fire. And I feel like, I know there's annotations on this stuff, but I'm not going to click it. I'm just going to try and whatever I get from it. I feel like this is a thing of, uneducated but streetwise type of a thing. Illiterate, so I can't read. But at the same time, I can pick people off and there's no prey too big for me and that kind of a thing. Maybe, who knows. Broken spirit, some assembly required. It confirmed the door of no return. Wherever this is, the castle, a slave prison. Oh, okay. The door of no return references the small doorway which slaves were moved out of the castle and placed onto ships heading to America. After heading through the door, it was certain the enslaved Africans would never see their homeland again. Jesus Christ, man. The door of no return. Fuck. We never won awards. We was wards of the court, putting swords to umbilical cords to cut them short. Vacation is the last resort. Huh. This is amazing. All right, let's move on to Belize. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to unlock this song. That's one experience. Like, one thing I've just gotten used to and very comfortable with is not listening to music. You know, people talk about this, people talk about that. Oh shit. Okay, well maybe I can get to it someday. And I remember early on it was kind of annoying, or like there were times when I was excited and I wanted to listen to stuff, and it was a little hard to like save it and wait. But generally speaking, just part of my life now. I don't even think about it, except for this. I've heard this song I think twice. I loved it both times. I'm so excited to now be allowed to listen to it, type of a thing, right? So I'm going to be familiar with it, but I don't know the words. So we'll go through the lyrics. But here we go. Track 6, featuring MF Doom, my favorite hip-hop artist, produced by Danger Mouse, Belize. It's so good. It's so good.
Yo, I'm sick, no lymph nodes is swollen. They told me even when the record skip, keep it rolling on the shoulder like a California highway patrolman. Launch codes were stolen and sold by Ed Snowden. I fled to Rome and told him address me as a Roman. I'm still in photos posed with my own omen. A thumping kicker for me to slam like Hulk Hogan is something like a plain bumper sticker, no slogan. This something for the shooters and back and forth commuters who never knew the difference in laws and jurisprudence. I feel as though it's safe to assume that to the students and non-congruent to the way that me and Doom do this. Compensated for playing nice as optics. Product of the last bullets and the watch profits. I can stop it. It's beyond out of pocket. Dunzo. I hit the gun show and got a rocket. Catastrophic, supreme microphonist. In Mexico, we the legendary Dos Cajones. Brothers, both components. Utter close to colas, court holders. With bars as hard as Angolas.
Get rude with the dude off chips, the mood switch. He chewed off strips of a brood witch. Danger make a groove off a glitch. Major boo booty twitch and the crew rich bitch. Always wanted to say that ever since the days in hallways taunting a stray cat. The one he often frequently slapped around. All the while waited and graduated cap and gown. Hated the rap sound, debated the crap until he felt he had it mapped down. Enough to have the game trapped and bound. Scratching the crown with the names of lames who yapped the noun. Or verb for that matter. Had no data for a herb who chatter. On a slow pace, they used to say he might could go places. Man, whatever the case is, the card he played was ace of spades, but no races. A spastic, some call loony. When he spit a tune, sarcastic as Paul Mooney.
Great song. Great song. Great fucking song. Looks like it feeds into Aquamarine there. I'm a little emotional, mostly because I'm tired. When I get tired, and I am tired today, but when I get tired, I become an emotional mess, which, like, you guys already know, I'm kind of emotional to begin with, right? Like, nothing new there. But sometimes when I'm tired, it's like, why the fuck am I getting all stirred up over, who knows, whatever, right? But it's nice to hear that guy's voice. I like Doom. And this is why. Major Boo Booty Twitch and the crew rich, bitch. Always wanted to say that. Ever since the days in hallways taunting a stray cat. I love how well he integrates perfecting the craft of a rhyming scheme and having fun. Being silly. That is so hard to find. He takes what he does seriously, but because he loves it so much, he has fun with it. It's just fantastic. Well, that aspect, I suppose, is a little bit more easily applied. Like, I would say that about JPEG Mafia. I think he takes what he does very seriously. He cares a lot about his beats. And I think he cares a lot about saying a bunch of aggressive, angry, upsetting shit. But I also feel like he recognizes his own absurdity sometimes. Well, actually, I wouldn't even say sometimes. Most of the time. Most of the time. I love it when artists have that ability. Just the excellence of what they're doing and enough self-awareness to go, I'm a little out of control. I'm a little ridiculous. This is silly. Let's not go overboard. We're taking it seriously, you know? You know, strangely enough, I don't even really want to... I just want to listen to the song again. I've seen the video before, too. I've seen the video. Black Thought just kind of leans back. It's perfect. It's perfect. The video is perfect. I'll probably cry watching the video later today. That's Patreon only, so if you want to see me cry, please give me $2. Speaking of taking ourselves seriously and being silly at the same time. There we go. There's a fun example of that. Scratched in the crown was the names of lames who yapped the noun, or verb for that matter. What is this? The word that could be a noun or verb is doom. Oh, sure. Brilliant annotation. Had no data for a herb who chatter. What's the Eric Estrada thing about? There's an actor who played on Chips. Yeah, sure. Call back to the first bar. Sure. Eric Estrada also did voice work for one Adult Swim show. Doom and Danger Mouse did a collaborative album for Adult Swim. Oh, that was for Adult Swim. Wow. Huh. Okay. Estrada, here's the final part of the annotation. Estrada is also a reserve police officer, which could explain a couple derogatory references from Doom surrounding his name. Fat Rat, the mask made him batty as a Mad Hatter. So I wonder if him and Doom got into it or something. Known for his absurd word choices, now will ignore you if you ask him if he heard voices. I love this bit about everyone knew he was black. They knew he was a Negro, so no need to show faces. Back in the days of no laces on a slow pace, they used to say that he could go places, whatever the case. And then, whatever the case is, the card he played was ace of spades, but no races. A spastic, some call loony, when he spit a tune sarcastic as Paul Mooney. And Paul Mooney is a comedian. I don't know much about Paul Mooney other than some of the bits that he played on the Chappelle Show. Always wanted to say that. Shit. I'm just going to kind of soak in this a little bit. I love this line by Black Thought. Compensated for playing nice, it's optics. I'm just playing nice. I'm just being nice so I can get well paid. Really, I don't fucking like you people at all. That's good shit. Good shit. Beautiful song. Let's move on. I know I haven't touched on Black Thought's verse. I'm an hour and 10 minutes in after 6 songs. So we're having to move forward here. Track 7 is called Aquamarine. It's featuring Michael Kiwanuka. I'll say that. Kiwanuka. I'll say that. Produced by Danger Mouse. Track 7. Let me back it up. I think it started. Is Aquamarine. Interesting image here too. I like the overall just like mood of this song. I don't know, it's put me in a place. Just kind of feel it.
I've been through hoodies and sneakers, the beepers and record features. Hustling nicks a reefer, the tussling with the reaper. Sensory deprivation to ultimate synesthesia. Freeing our brother's keeper from teeth of another creature. Breaking and entering to the theater, the search and seizure is the birth of genius. Somewhere between Earth and Venus, at her convenience, even non-believers make prayers. Haters and naysayers is buried in cake layers. I take day as a blessing and see the night as a lesson. Twilight is a message for me to write a confession. The Matrix, a dominatrix seeking to be served. Ever patiently waiting with the demons we deserve. Better be willing to pay with every dream that you deferred. Get to the button and press it's what the message advised. What's the threat behind the message where the testament lies?
Ha. Good song. God, man. What a great album. What a great album. I feel like this is going to feed in. Okay. Everything's burning down when I close my eyes and pretend. Enemies all around. I don't understand, my friend. The second verse is going to be challenging. The first one is pretty good. Well, both verses are good, but the second verse can be difficult to pick apart. But let's go through the first one a bit. From Lyra to Libra, from cold water to fever, World War III, from the treaty signed in Geneva. The biology teacher said we used to be amoebas. The neighborhood preacher said we emerged from the ether. I like just this whole verse structured around the idea of contrast, this and that, this and that. The name we converged from urethra struck gold, Eureka, which is that I think that was was that? That's not like a cartoon, but is that something they used to say? Struck gold, Eureka. I don't know why I want to like harken back to the 49ers in California and Eureka, I found it. But I don't know where the hell that comes from, honestly. The morning star Tariq, I was born to be a teacher where the scorpion or the frog. The nature of the creature. Scorpion or frog? Let's click that. To fully understand the meaning of this line, it's necessary to elaborate on the meaning of the name. And there's a bunch of like Sanskrit in here. It is a long annotation. Holy shit. Wow, that was a long annotation. Not going to read that one, unfortunately. My words should be studied up in Berkeley and Julian. All my bars as hard, as solid as gold bullion. My name in the Quran, like the kingdom of Solomon. You done lost your mind trying to call me a mullion. What is a mullion? Italian-American racially offensive term for a black person. Oh, Jesus. Now I'm going to get canceled on the YouTubes because I read the lyric. Because in the 215, where folks fight depression, wives pack protection, lives lack direction, I'm a king dipped in God's black complexion. Great. Survival of the fittest is the natural selection now. Bear down on the scene like I'm Saladin, the stone courage. You mask how you really feel like it's Halloween. Where they ask how you really feel about my machine. I'm in a class that I'm only in alien horsepower. Anyway, let's get into verse 2. Because this one feels, this is tricky. I've been through hoodies and sneakers to beepers and record features. So now this is more of like a contrast to the things he's been through in his life. So the first verse is more kind of like just the people and the life and the world. Now we're him. Hustling nicks of reefer to tussling with the reaper. Sensory deprivation to ultimate synesthesia. Freeing our brother's keeper from the teeth of another creature. And I feel like that's, the idea of, maybe necessarily talking somebody out of making a bad decision. I would, of course, lean towards the music industry or something like that. But maybe it's not even that. It could be like an addiction, or maybe they're going to the club all the time or something like that. Like the teeth of vice, somebody's vice, freeing somebody from that. Breaking and entering to the theater, the search and seizure is the birth of genius, somewhere between Earth and Venus, at her convenience. Haters and naysayers is buried in cake layers. I take day as a blessing and see the night as a lesson. So, another day is a blessing from God. And at nighttime, you learn the lesson from that day. Twilight is a message for me to write a confession. The Matrix, a dominatrix seeking to be served. Ever patiently waiting with the demons we deserve. The Matrix. Better be willing to pay with every dream that you've deferred. Let's click the annotation here. Long ass annotation, but I think it's going to be well deserved. Thought packs in a lot in these lines. Yes, I agree. He starts by describing the world as the Matrix, which kind of is, we are aware of that movie. As a dominatrix wanting to be served. By painting the world this way, he portrayed it as a sadistic and saying it desires for others to do its bidding. Sure. He goes on to say that it's waiting for the demons which we deserve. Can be viewed as a world waiting with all the hardship and pain that can possibly inflict upon us. Sure. Continues that, but you have to be willing to pay with the dreams you defer. This can mean that in order to survive, you have to be willing to pay with everything you possibly have. You're the most important thing. Yeah. So with that annotation, and then going back to it, the Matrix, a dominatrix seeking to be served, ever patiently waiting with the demons we deserve. Better be willing to pay with every dream that you deferred. It is a very good way of saying, yeah, pretty much you got to fight your way through life. And sometimes just to survive, you have to give up your dreams. You have to let that go. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like my version of what he said is really, really dumb compared to what he said and how he said it. The vehicle should swerve, lean into the curve, or learn to lean into the curve. After working up the nerve almost equal in size, I walked around with the iron for any wrinkle in time. I haven't read that book. I don't know that reference. I pay the piece of my mind with every nickel and dime. But never less than a 5. And never slept on the job. A killer crept on your squad, yet never left the garage. What does that one mean? While many drug and gang-related killings are often committed and enjoyed by students, Black thought is suggesting the killer was someone trusted, so they're already inside and didn't have to leave the garage. Oh, maybe. I crept on your squad. Yeah, that could be. Yeah. Cool. Good song. Kind of curious about that. So the rest of the album, well, this isn't necessarily like a huge album in terms of numbers, but Identical Deaths does not have a lot of listens. So kind of curious to see how that goes. Identical Deaths is track 8, just produced by Danger Mouse. It's a pretty straightforward album so far in terms of producer. I don't think there's been any other producers. I think it's only been Danger, huh? Anyway, here we go. Here's track 8, Identical Deaths.
Proven effective by a clinical test for living many lives, dying identical deaths. I thought, why? How could this have ever been if I'm blessed? Then I had a talk with God that was interview West. He said, Reek, as near as the west and far as the east, there's a warrant for your arrest by the karma police. The dharma was deep. I thought it was too dark to defeat, but made it here to tell a story by the chalk on my teeth. I'm a survivor, a thriver, a husband and a father. I rise with every morning and starving another saga. Empire Mars, fear of God, Oberlin, Yaga. If you could read my mind, you heed the signs first. Anger, keep out, danger. Keep out, danger.
Wow. Oh, then we just hang out with a instrumental outro for a minute and a half. Oh, and then it just kind of... Oh, there we go. It was like, we're just going to listen to sounds of the metro? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, there's something about just all these sound effects. It's like kind of metro ambient, right? I'm sure there's plenty of people who you listen to this album and you're on the train or you're on the bus or you're on the way to wherever, coming back from wherever, and that part right there, that kind of pulled me in a little bit. Like I just felt like I was somebody else, and I remember being when back in high school and stuff, and riding the bus and all that shit, and having my headphones on and just, kind of leaning against the window, looking out the window, watching the world go by. And I was taken back to that right there, which is pretty cool. It's neat when music does stuff like that. Neat song, lyrically. I was proven effective by clinical tests for living many lives, dying identical deaths. I thought, why? How could this ever have been if I'm blessed? And I had a talk with God. That was interview-esque. He said, Reek, as near as the west, as far as the east, there's a warrant for your arrest by the karma police. The Dharma was deep. I thought it was too dark to defeat. Let's see. I'm a survivor, thriver, husband, father. I rise with every morning and start another saga. Empire Mosque, Fear of God, Balenciaga. I don't know this. Viva to either the Resistance or La Raza. Who's La Raza? La Raza usually refers to Hispanic people, but here it probably refers to the people as more general concept. Praises the resistance and the people. Okay. I met the monster on a rooftop of the plaza. The teleprompter said there's still an Oscar to conquer. I really like this part because we've had other mentions of, well, I forget what track it was, but the monster of his dreams, the Cadillac and the limousine. Here now we're meeting the monster on the rooftop of the plaza. There's a teleprompter, something about an Oscar. I like how he's just constantly referring to these things as a monster. But why do I like that? I think really it's a nice contrast to some of the stuff I've heard lately, where instead of praising all of the materialistic things, he's trying to push them away. I like that. That's why I like it. Because, and I've said this before, there's nothing wrong with wanting to have nice things. There's nothing wrong with that. But when that's all you crave, that's a problem. And more so, it's a problem that can be used against you. It can be used to trap you. And that's why I liked whichever song it was where, I know that they clip my wings and they, I'm singing like a caged bird and all that kind of stuff. It can trap you. Your own desire can trap you. So I like that he's taking time to point out things that he desires, but also having awareness of how they can entrap him. And so he tries to keep it at bay. I like that. My witch doctor asked me what's blocking my chakra. I told her it's probably caffeine, chronic, and vodka. Not or, and. I need a word, but a sponsor that won't be heard at a concert. So I've got to fix this, but I kind of don't want it to impede on my lifestyle, but my lifestyle is what's causing the thing I need to fix. And then he says, I cried so many crocodile tears, my eyes hurt. Yeah. Good shit. If you could read my mind, you heed the signs first. Anger, keep out danger. Keep out danger. All right, let's keep going. That was a good song. I like that one. Track 9 is called Strangers. We have a lot of features. Oh, no, we don't have a lot of features. I thought we did. Oh, it's just because Spotify is showing Danger Mouse, Black Thought, A$AP Rocky. So we got A$AP Rocky and Run the Jewels on here, produced by Danger Mouse, dropping into track 9, Strangers. Not a cool beat. Oh, that's a little alteration there too.
Yeah, while y'all was suffering from future shock, hurting and hating, waiting for that other shoe to drop, I was relocating this whole operation to the top for you to copy and paste in case you forgot. I'm super hot and beyond your range. It's kind of strange how to change the climate ain't because of climate change. I acquired this affinity for finer things like pitfalls, range, and rolls from gold chains and dangers when niggas get high, then die fameless. Slugs spiral out of the chamber and fly aimless. I was too wise to the game to try candy from strangers who speak anything but my language. Okay, like K-Paso, mighty gon' cabrón. K-Tough guy, don't take me for no fun guy. See you with my third eye, people just with one eye closed. One time when I was ducking from the one time, this one time weapon on my left side, I'm gunshot. Swimming in my new bins, doors open up like two fins. New whips on Dr. Seuss's. One fish, two fish, red whip, blue whip.
Red whip, blue whip. That's good.
Not give a fuck about you. He is in his man.
Never listen.
Played his Xbox.
Never listen. Never said anything worth listening.
Look at where you are.
Straight out the flames of the city of mine.
This is great.
Devices paint a rap and a rise. With Cyclops eyes, straight stage shatter with live. I wear the poltergeist in history, hardly alive. Monster or art don't start. Little dry, dark, put you in long-term park.
Edge of destruction, the world seems on the brink again. You think you got me, hey Poppy, you better think again. I leave you shot in the seat that they sat Lincoln in. I pop you with the same pistol they pop Reagan with. I'm all nation, so fuck with me on a cash basis. I'm outrageous, slap faces to tongue tasters. I rock stages, rap and ball for all races. No patience with racists in them the damn Satan. Cold rages, I stay in God's divine grace. And all my chains on when I rap, bitch, I'm ghost facing.
Huh. It was great. Great track. Great beat. And I love the structure, how it's verse, little sample cut, verse, little sample cut, verse, like no chorus, no bridge, just 4 verses, all bangers. Great beat. Yeah, that's good shit. All right, ready? I'm going to pitch you all off. You ready? Here we go. Oh, God, this is going to be the best. Here we go. And you ain't shit, you fucker, barely a fart. That's so cool that Killer Mike would tip his hat to Ice Spice with lyrics like that. And I know. This came out before Ice Spice. No. Oh, wow, that's cool. Killer Mike must be a big fan of Ice Spice. He's copying her lyrics. That's cool. There we go. A little bit of outrage into the old pot there. Piss everybody off. You barely a fart. Barely a fart. How are we doing on time? Hour and a half. Okay, we can dig through some lyrics. We got a couple songs left. This is going way longer than I expected. I was like, oh shit, I got shit to do today. I was like, oh cool, 38 minute. Yeah, we'll get right through this. Nope, wrong. While you was suffering from future shock, hurting and hating, waiting for the other shoe to drop, I was relocating this whole operation to the top for you to copy and paste. In case you forgot. I'm super hot beyond your range, kind of strange. How the change in climate ain't because of climate change. I acquired this affinity for finer things like big folds, range and rolls and from gold chains. And dangers when people get high, then die fameless. Slugs spark loud in the chamber and fly aimless. I was too wise to the game to try candy from strangers and speak anything but my language. Ode from the Indian trees is my fragrance. This line kind of confused me. Food, I considered these thieves not gangsters. Oh. I think I just misunderstood what he said the first time. So many fuckboys acting like they're tough guys. I'm going to call your bluff. Let me see you uprise. What are these samples from? 1996 film Hard 8. I haven't seen that. What about this one? The Xbox one. 2009 film Big Fan. Don't know that one. What about this one? The movie A Most Violent Year. Huh. I don't know any of these. LP did a great job. Everybody did a great job. Rocky did a great job. LP did a great job. Killer Mike did a great job. They all sounded great. Good power. Good flow. Good just strong vocals. And my screen don't work. Got an iPhone 4. Like the Wi-Fi broke. It's still a smartphone though. First iPhone 4 models had connection issues and Wi-Fi didn't work. Okay. It's a good thing people paid $900 for that shit, huh? Yeah. I really liked this closing line that Rocky had. Swimming in my new Benz, doors open up like 2 fins. New whips on Dr. Seuss's 1 fish, 2 fish, red whip, blue whip. Let's go. That's pretty clever. Good little. I mean, pretty clever if you could swing in some Dr. Seuss, right? Like that takes a little bit of effort there. Let's go through LP's verse. Straight out the flames of the city of mine, since double planes hit the rises, pain of rap been on rise. With Cyclops' eye strays stay shattering lives. Out here with the poltergeists of history haunt the alive. What? I feel like I'm reading it wrong. The term Cyclops eye strays could use to refer to CCTV cameras, which became much more prevalent in the United States after 9/11, which is very true. Yep. Out here with the poltergeists of history haunt the alive. This line reminds us of a quote by Karl Marx: "The tradition of all dead generation weighs like a nightmare on the brains of the living." Interesting. Monster of art, don't start. You little drop, die dark, put you in a long-term park. Hardly a mark, play your spiderweb like a hark. Sharp with bodega claws, splash at a rat's heart. Relax, let it happen, it's automatic, I'm tapped in. Huh. I did like that. It's vapid how you speak, not deep. You're lacking fathoms, which is a measurement of depth. While tough guy dreaming of smashing thoughts, I smash atoms. All right, let's move on. We've got track 10. It's called Close to Famous, produced by Danger Mouse. Quick one, 2.5 minutes. Here we go. This has been such a great album. Great rapping, great production, great lyrics. God damn. No wonder so many people are saying such great things about it. I love being able to hear the bass on this one too.
Hey yo, don't even worry about it. My legendary styling between Harry Belafonte and Harry Allen. I'm from a city where it's violent and it's overcrowded. I put it on the map, y'all ain't even know about it. I brought the pro without it. The soul flowing out and make it hard to figure how y'all manage to go without it. A mic with a cord, I never do a show without it. When dealing with force, I lift them up and throw them out. I know the way to go the route. Show you what a soldier about. Big boy arms I'm holding out. Clips folding out. Used to be a little snot nose, but I'm older now. You can try what you want. I show you what I don't allow. Fuck all the run around. You on a hunting ground. You spit 100 bars, I spit 100 rounds. You run 100 yards, trying to get out of bounds. That's when I tackle y'all and show you how the thunder sounds. Bang ya as we approach the danger with beats that evoke the anger. I don't give a flying. Stop singing.
I don't give a flying.
Into the mic and die dignified. I'm that insecticide, pesticide, genocide. You in the morgue, absolutely identified.
Absolutely identified. Everybody knows who you are. Everybody knows you're dead. That's a great way of putting that. Absolutely identified. That's great. I really like that last line. You know, we gotta have somebody identify the body, you know, to confirm and all this other shit. You're in the morgue. Absolutely identified. Your career is dead. You are dead. Everybody knows it's over for you. All that kind of, like, that's just a great way to say that. I blind rappers with a magnified halogen. That hurts the soul for me right there, because I drive a car. I drive a Fiesta ST. Fun, super fun car. Oh my God. Stick shift, manual transmission. It's got a little turbo. Corners like a motherfucker, man. You can just turn. Oh, it's so much fun. So much fun to drive. But it's low profile tires. It sits pretty low to the ground. And when somebody's behind me with their goddamn LED headlights, it's just like, it's brighter than the light shining off the top of my dome right now, if you can believe that. Hard to believe. I know. Bob, nothing's brighter than the light off the top of your head. I thank you for the compliment. But it is true. There are other things. Magnified halogen. Fuck all the run around. You on a hunting ground. I spit 100 bars. I spit 100 rounds. You run 100 yards trying to get out of bounds. I really like that phrase too, because it's just the idea. I mean, if you take the terminology of like football, you know, the field is obviously longer than it is wider. So running out of bounds is the easy thing to do. But here, just the idea of I'm going to run the length of the football field to get out of bounds. Like, that's how fearful you are. Instead of just running to the side. No, I got to get all the way away from you. I have to run all the way across the field to get away from you. Good stuff. Used to be a little snot-nosed, but I'm older now. You can try what you want. I'll show you what I don't allow. Good shit right there. I like that. A mic with a cord. I never do a show without it. I like that too. I like that too. You know, some guys, they use wireless, and some people have wired, and I always am marveled by, I always kind of impressed when you've got like the guitarists and stuff, and they're physically plugged in. You know, the big big thick cables plugged in, and they're running around on the stage. It's like, how the fuck do you not trip over that? I trip over nothing. I trip getting out of my chair. There's nothing here. I just, oh shit, fall. And they're like jumping around and spinning, fucking playing the guitar. I can't even. I mean, I sometimes I just drop my fork. Oh, oops, shit. It's incredible what people can do when they pay attention, I suppose, huh? I should probably pay attention more, but I'm not gonna. Too busy reading lyrics. I can't pay attention to anything else in life. Too busy reading lyrics and getting blinded by really bright headlights in my car. Okay, let's keep going. Cool song. There's 10 songs and there's 10 hearts. I'm going to call them hearts even though they're check marks, but Saltwater is track 11. It's featuring Conway the Machine, who I do like as well. Producers Danger Mouse. Dropping in track 11, Saltwater. Good drum. Oh, wow. Wow. It really cut the
You're
production.
so cliche, you're the nouveau reach to come up hard as a youth and knew no peace. You hit that lick and switch to a new motif in a whip with 2 low seats and new gold teeth. You say you wanna live fast, getting paid in cash, puffing the most gas and die in a car crash. You never learned math in school, you cut class so you can't count what's in the clip. Just blast. I feel your mind spinning in place and just buffering. And all you trying to see is some place with less suffering. Or make a lot of big blue faces just hustling. What could I say that you would embrace? I guess nothing.
Wow.
This isn't an attempt to reach you and your hitters. The last thing you do is bullshitter. The streets is a bitch. You up in the club with her. You should cease and desist. But you too in love with her. Yeah.
Wow. Dude, the production, holy shit. I like the clash in sound.
Pass the baton like a drum major at Howard. We transfer the power for salt, water, and flour. My pen Patrick Dower, a cure sour. My ideas is gunpowder. Secure the tower that overlooks a graveyard full of canceled niggas who paid ransoms when they made handsome figures. Guilt and bad business and make a man religious. I'm the difference in Fred Sanford and Sanford Biggers.
Niggas try to lie me, but I had time to react. We spend the same day and the day after we sliding back. Empty the mop in broad day and leave somebody whack. He tried to run 3 or 4 shots, hit him beside his back. And that go for anybody that rap. That Buffalo nigga that catch the bodies back. Hold up, rewind me back. They heard me rhyming, they wanna know where they find me at. The grimy cat from the Main Street trenches, insomniac. 3 in the morning, catch me inside the trap. Knocking off a 90 pack, right by the door with a Mac 90 at. After the deal, the label still wanna sign me back. The contract worth a few mil, but I ain't signing that.
Yeah, that was great, man. I like, is it this first? Yeah, this first verse. I like what Black Thought is saying here. You're so cliche. You're the nouveau riche. I don't know what this, French for the new rich. Okay, yeah. Which is opposed to old money, which is often a dismissive thing that if you call somebody new rich. That come up hard as a youth and knew no peace. You hit that lick and switched to a new motif. In a whip with 2 low seats and new gold teeth. You say you want to live fast, getting paid in cash, puffing the most gas, and die in a car crash. You never learned math at school. You cut class, so you can't count what's in the clip. You just blast. I feel your mind spinning in place and just buffering. Great little line there, like the little windows when your cursor turns into the blue circle that's spinning because it's trying to like load something, but it's not happening. And all you're trying to see is someplace with less suffering. And no harm there, right? Of course not. But good call out still. Like, be smart about it, you know? Or make a lot of blue faces just hustling. What could I say to you that you would embrace? I guess nothing. This is an attempt to reach you and your hitters. The last thing you do is bullshit a bullshitter. The streets is a bitch. You up in the club with her. You should cease and desist. But you too in love with her. I like a lot of what's going on there. I like the criticism that's being levied. I like the acknowledgement that it's not going to reach the person. I like the acknowledgement that some people, sometimes we, as people, we look at those who are in our lives and go, man, this person really needs to get this straightened out, or needs to stop doing this or stop doing that. And I think sometimes we just forget that's what that person likes. Like, yeah, we don't like it, and maybe we think it's bad and destructive to them, but some people just like that shit. And it's like, oh, okay. I every now and then I get a little worried about my son because he doesn't have a lot of close friends, really. He doesn't really have any friends. I mean, he's got friends that he can be like on voice chat and stuff with because they live in different parts of the country. But at school and stuff, he says he pretty much hangs out by himself, and I worry, right? Because I care. I don't want him to be alone, and I want him to have someone he can hang out with and talk to and what have you. But then I remember, I don't fucking hang out with anybody. I didn't hang out with anybody. I mean, I had some friends in school and stuff, but I was like, yeah, just hang out by myself. It's fine. It's not a problem. My wife was the same way. And the thing is he's happy. He's happy. He's getting great grades in school. We just went to the parent-teacher conference thing. All the teachers are, he's just fucking great. He asks great questions. He asks questions leads other kids to ask questions. Like, he helps make it more comfortable for them. He's helping the people next. Like, they all just love him. He's great. He's great. And so I have to remind myself of who I am. Like, I have to take this almost like generic father worry of, oh no, my kid doesn't have any friends and I don't want to be alone, which is a valid concern, but then realize he's fine. So there's nothing to fix, Sometimes we get caught up in, we got to fix what's going on, but then, oh, well, shit, Like, you ain't talking out. Somebody who loves going to the club all the time, and especially if they can afford to do it, you're not going to talk them out of doing that. That's just not going to happen. Like, sometimes people just got to, get it through their system, and then it goes away on its own. Good verse. Let's look at Conway's. Yeah, we'll skip over verse 2. We'll look at Conway's. I want to read this a little bit. They heard me rhyme, and they want to know where they find me at. The grimy cat from the May Street trenches, insomniac. 3 a.m, lurking in that Pontiac. I like the word lurking. That's a good word. Where I'm from, you got to take your pole even when you go to the laundromat. And I'm assuming pole is like gun. Yeah, firearm, sure. They tried to line me, but I had time to react. We spin the same day. The day after, we sliding back. Empty them up in broad day, leave somebody whacked. He tried to run. 3 or 4 shots hit him inside his back. And that go for anybody that rap. That Buffalo person that catch bodies back. Hold up, rewind, and of course the production rewound. I like that part. I love it when they do that. I mean, it's almost cliche, but I just love it. So there you go. There you go. After the deal, the labels still want to sign me back. The contract worth a few mil, but I ain't signing that. What's this about? Conway seemingly references his deal with Shady Records. Him and his brother Westside Gunn, along with Benny the Butcher, are the core members of Griselda, which is a group I need to listen to more of. I liked Conway the Machine. God Don't Make Mistakes. That was great. Both signed to Shady Records in March of 2017. They're both off the label now. Westside Gunn leaving in 2020, Conway in 2022. While they were signed, they released 3 albums. While they were signed, the two would sometimes express their disappointment toward their deal as well as how they were being managed. An example of this is when Griselda were nominated for BET Award and Westside Gunn tweeted, I wonder, does Shady Records know we're nominated for an award tonight? Huh. So I guess they were trying to re-sign him, but he said no. All right, there you go. All right, one more track off of a fucking incredible album that has hearts all the way up. There we go. All the way down the list. Last one's called Violas and Lupitas, I think is how you pronounce that. Producer's Danger Mouse. Drop it in. Final track of Cheat Codes.
I mean, if it was up to me, I'd give you jigs just enough money to function. So when I see you guys with the fancy suits and cars and nice houses, and I'm living in a fucking hovel, I mean, that bothers me.
I wonder what that's from. Harlem Nights. I've never seen that either. I got some movies to watch, y'all.
Hey yo, juke joint party lights lit the Harlem Nights. Peas and rice made a Judas out of Garveyites. Mommies in the
That
heights
bass
always
is
call me
great.
nice. Someone all his life rolling dice that was dirtier than gaudy ice. My only vice is fly merch. My concert fashion gotta stay up to par. We doing God's work. Forever dip like Farnsworth. And Moscot bunions because I be chopping onions till my eyes hurt. The future brighter than cellos and violins fortified. With 8 essential minerals
I
and
love the
vitamins
swelling
on the
here.
side. I'm overqualified, but I'ma come along for the ride. With Q, cause I've been anticipating this homicide. My end scene 32. Get it, the king? You're not worthy to. The legendary crew do more numbers than you heard we do. So tell these chauvinist crabs it's over with. I'm a globalist, rolling that gas that's odorless.
Great
Got the
beat.
bad bunnies
God.
shaking their
What a
asses,
great
loaded
fucking
this. German motorist, caking that cash, the float of this.
I literally don't want it to end. I don't want it to end. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. No. No, don't let it be over. How funny, too, because earlier I was like looking at the time going, oh, geez, this is taking longer than I thought. I got more shit to do. Don't let it be over. So that was a rare experience right there because I got pulled into by the production so much. And then I just started hearing Black Thought and not like paying attention, just hearing him as a sound on the production. I paid no attention to his lyrics for like the first part of that song, which is something people tell me to do. Bob, don't worry about the lyrics much. Just chill. That's hard. It doesn't happen very often. Like the song's got to be just right. It's got to reel me in just right for me to not pay attention to the lyrics. But that happened right there. Juke joint party lights lit the Harlem Nights. Peas and rice made a Judas out of Garveyites? What is that? Garveyites. Is a supporter of Garveyism the Jamaican journalist? This line indicates that for food, basic substance, people will turn on their ideology and the things they believe in. Okay. Okay. Mommies in the Heights always call me nice. Someone all his life rolling dice that was dirtier than gaudy ice. My only vice is fly merch. That's great. That's great. That's a good vice to have. If that's your only one, that's a good one to have. Especially if you've got the money to feed that vice, you know? My concert fashion got to stay up to par. We do with God's work, forever dipped like Fosworth. I always call him the Foz. I always say Foz, but it's the Fonsworth, right? And mine's got bunions because I'd be chopping onions till my eyes hurt. The future brighter than cellos and violins, fortified with 8 essential minerals and vitamins on the side. I'm overqualified, but I'm going to come along for the ride with Q because I've been anticipating this homicide. Never no matter like a vacuum now. If there's no matter, that's a vacuum. That's the absence of matter, right? I turned your speakers in the back room to mushroom clouds. We on that jet fuel about to go to Neptune, wow. That ain't a flesh wound. They're about to lay your headstone down. So the flesh wound, that's got to be the Monty Python thing, right? 'Tis but a flesh wound as he's fighting the Dark Knight and he keeps cutting his arms and legs off. 'Tis but a flesh wound. I'm Supreme. My jean jacket for the shoot was Jean Gaultier. Philly, PA. We've been getting ours out the bird away. God. Yeah. What a fucking album, man. Holy shit. So I kind of hinted at it earlier in the video at some point, and I'm going to make a video about this later in the year as we approach 2025, but I'm going to turn the channel a little bit. Kind of like at the beginning of 2023, I said, okay, I'm going to start doing reactions to live releases, current releases, because I felt it was important. And I said slowly over time, I'm just going to start doing more like current releases. And I think that was the right decision to make. I feel like that has done the channel well. Next year, I think I'm going to focus a little more on the underground, I suppose. The underground. Now, I say that, and I go, well, shit, I say a lot of things about what I'm going to listen to, right? And then I end up not doing it. But like with this, basically what's happening I've said this and other stuff. I always assume that different people watch different videos. I don't expect everybody watches everything. So last week I did the reaction to Long Live ASAP Rocky. Good beats, good flow, good vocals, but I just fucking hated the lyrics. And really it was kind of like the snapping point for me when it comes to like gangster rap and trap. And while I'm cool with both those genres, I've just kind of gotten to a point where it's like I don't really want to listen to them anymore. And it's not like I'm never going to. There's still some more albums from both those subgenres that I want to check out. But overall, I'm just kind of over it. Like, I enjoy this so much more. So much more. And so my current plan here at the end of September 24 is for 2025, kind of steer a little more toward the underground scene. I'll still do big albums as they come out. Like if Kendrick drops, I'm doing that, of course. Then, new Tyler, the Creator, stuff like that. But god damn it, I love this album. I love stuff like this. This is what's interesting to me, compelling. Especially with trap, man. I'm just like, kind of over it. I was going to say I feel like I'm hearing the same beats, and that's not necessarily true. I mean, there are styles that are similar and stuff like that, but there's some great trap stuff out there. And the same is true for gangster rap, but on the intellectual level, I just feel like it's so shallow, and there's nothing to dig into. And I feel like, especially recently with Kendrick just releasing that song, Watch the Party Die, and he's kind of talking about we got to burn this whole industry down, and my love for MF Doom and his whole quest of taking hip hop back. And there's just, I'm kind of finding out, like, as I've gone through all this hip hop, that I feel like I'm starting to see what other people are talking about when they talk about things that are, not hip hop. And I have to be careful because I don't want to turn into like this music snob because I can't stand music snobs. They're so annoying to me. But I feel like just by consequence of listening to all this different music, I'm settling into this space of what you would essentially consider, I would consider kind of like old school hip hop or pure hip hop. I don't even want to fucking say that because now people get all mad. We saying gangster rap's not hip hop. I just like this. That's all I'm really trying to say. I really like this. I like great lyrics. I like lyrics that make me think. I like cool rhyming schemes. I like it when they take samples and they chop them in. I like the production like this. This to me is just what I think of as like quintessential hip hop. And I know hip hop's got a wide umbrella, so I'm not trying to say trap or gangster rap is not hip hop. I'm not saying that at all. I just like this aspect of hip hop so much more, so much more. What a fucking album, man. Yeah, good shit. 2 hours to go over 38 minutes of music, and I was skipping verses. Oh my god, that's good. That's good. Good stuff. Okay. Well, this will be the end of the YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed. The worst part for YouTube, like for me, I have to go back, and cut music out, and I hate cutting the music out. I hate it. Oh god, it just kills me. I wish I could post all of these up uncut, but if I do, they get blocked. And isn't it ironic? What a strange thing of, we don't want you to post that because you're using copyright material, but then they claim it anyway, so they would make the money off it anyway. So instead we're going to block it because we don't want you to like make money off of it. But then I now have a Patreon that I make money off of because people want to watch the uncut version. Anyway, whatever. Life is strange. Life is very strange. Okay, goodbye YouTube. Goodbye.